Wow, I absolutely love this area, you guys. I have all of the containers here that I show you in a few videos back, how I put them together. I had the pansies there. They are done for the season, so I just replace the pansies with those summer loving plants, and I think they're going to be gorgeous, and they're going to go really well with the whole dark mood feeling that I have here going on. Some of these plants in their containers are just going out of their way, like this nasturtium. It's looking amazing. I was a little worried that it was going to be getting a little too much sun. From my experience from them last year in my raised beds, the ones that I had in full sun were struggling a little bit, and they started showing signs like these yellow leaves. But so far, this guy right here has been doing really well. I raised the sweet alyssum in that container a little bit. I just put all the bees. I just put a couple of bricks underneath the container just to raise it up because I had a few more inches there. The sweet alyssum, it just smells amazing. And the Victoria blue salvias, they are just going out of the way. They are growing so huge. This is my second year with Victoria blue salvias. Last year I had them in my raised beds. They were only about, I don't know, 12, 15 inches tall. And my goodness, I don't know if I got maybe a different variety this year, or I don't know what's going on, but these things are way tall. And the same thing in my raised beds, but I don't care, I'm loving them. The heucheras are doing surprisingly very well here in full sun. And the salvias, the Vista purple salvias that I have back here, you cannot see them. I mean, they're shorties, they're right about here. So you really kind of have to be close to this area to kind of see it back here. And that's okay. But the cannas, you guys, my gosh, I have blooms here that are ready to open any day now. And I have at least, let's see, I have at least 8 blooms that are ready to open, and my gosh, I am loving the cannas. Everything here I only fertilize once with some liquid fertilizer, but I did add some slow release fertilizer when I first planted them, so they have plenty of nutrients. Let me show you what I did to the Victoria Blue Salvia here. Okay, so if you notice, the Victoria Blue Salvias are going straight up right now. And this is because in the past few days, they were getting so big, so good, and so healthy that they were just coming out this way towards the front. And my poor Dahlias here, you can see they're they were kind of struggling because they were covered, they were being smashed. So what I did, so I just grabbed one of these things. I call them mini fences. I don't know what the name is for them, but they basically go wherever you need them. They're like a great barrier for a plant. So I have one right here. As you can see, I have it right here. And once in a while, these guys in the front, on the side, they just kind of gonna go out of their way. But this keeps them somewhat in place so that the dahlias can get a little bit of sun. So I only did this a few days ago. That's why the dahlias look a little bit just green with no blooms, but they'll come back to it, and they'll be totally fine. Oh, you guys, these bunny tails are so darn cute. Look at that. I have about one, two, I think I have 4 or 5 plants here. And look at that. Oh my gosh, these things, the grass, the blooms are so soft and so stinking cute. I love this right here. I started this from seed. Another plant that I have here in this container, you guys, are these Strawflowers. I have 3 plants over here, and they are, oh gosh, I don't know, at least 2.5 feet tall. They are doing amazing. I have a bunch of shoots coming from one single plant telling me that they are going to be blooming amazing. I'll show you the blooms here. The blooms are starting to show on top here, but they're doing great, and they get on this side of the house. This is the north side, this is the south side, so they have the house back there, so they get a little bit of morning sun, they get a little bit of a break, and then they get the evening sun. So they're not quite in full sun, but they are doing just amazing. These are probably the best looking straw flowers that I have in the whole, in my whole garden. This right here is my lovely coffee cups, you guys. I have it in this container, as you guys saw me put it in here a few videos ago. And my gosh, look at all the babies. Look at all the baby leaves that it has. I have at least a dozen here of baby leaves, and the ones coming from the root here. This is just one corm, one bowl, one piece of elephant ear bulb. I don't know what it's called. You can tell I have leaves that are like small. I have this big one right here, and it's just gorgeous. The ornamental mint, let me show you from the back or from the front, however you want to see it. The ornamental mint that I had here growing, it's already covering the bottom of the container, and it is trying to get out. I have no doubt that by the end of the season, this thing will be at least halfway down, if not more. But isn't this beautiful? My husband thinks that we can eat this, but I am not about to start pulling pieces of it from here. So it's just amazing. I just love these coffee cups. It's not as huge as the regular, you know, giant elephant ears that you might be used to, but these are a little bit more petite. I honestly love this kind, and this is my first year growing them. You saw me trying to start the corm early in the season in a small 1-gallon container, and it grew beautifully. It was about this tall maybe when I put it here, and yeah, it's doing amazing. Here's another one of my containers that I started a few videos back. These are all the chocolate cosmos or black magic cosmos. They are doing okay. Some of them died, as you can see here. This guy and this guy. I am not really sure what the deal is here. Some of the plants that I started from seed are doing a lot better than the ones that have that I started from, like the little tubers. I don't know if I just got some bad tubers, I don't know, but they are doing, they're not growing super fast. I don't know. And like I said, when I started this from seed, they were not even they were not as huge as the other cosmos that I have, and that could be just how the variety or how the plant does. But see this one right here, this one has a tiny bit of a bud they're showing. It is what? It's about 6 inches tall. I don't know. What I'm going to do is that right now it gets about 6 hours of sun, which I think that is plenty. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to put it somewhere where it gets all day sun to see if maybe that helps it, that pushes it to keep on growing. Also, I have not fertilized these guys, so maybe I'll do that as well. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any experience with black magic cosmos or chocolate cosmos, let me know. If you have any tips for me, I would really appreciate it. And these cosmos, you guys, that I have right here, remember I have this in the baskets. I show you that I have a plastic container inside the basket that is holding the soil, and that's where the plants are. And oh my gosh, they're just doing amazing. I can see some buds already here on a few of the plants, and I cannot wait. I am not exactly sure which variety this one is, but I'm excited. I don't care what color it is, white, purple, yellow, it doesn't matter, because I love the plants, and any color that it pops up here is going to be welcome. I didn't show you how I put together this container in a video, but basically at the same time that I did those other containers, I did this one. I have 2 plants of coleus here, and I have sweet alyssum that I started from seed. And oh goodness, they're doing just amazing. I love how the sweet alyssum just kind of is coming out of the container and just cascading around. And the coleus, well, the coleus is just gorgeous. I mean, the pinks and the greens is just beautiful here with the little bit of purple going on with the sweet alyssum. And I have been hanging for the longest time to these pansies here in this container and all these weeds. But it is time. It is time for these pansies just to be done. I mean, but some of them are still look gorgeous. How can I pull them and you know, just get rid of them if they still look good? So, yeah, little things like this. I don't care if pansies are a spring blooming flower. If they look good, then they're going to be here until, you know, until they don't. So I just love this classic look of boxwood and pansies. And that's it, you guys. That's all I have for you today. I think that I covered most of the containers that I have going on. I am getting ready to prepare my garden, you know, just with a little clean here and there to do a tour, maybe at the beginning of July. So yeah, that's what I have going on. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and until the next time.